Gold gets a life of its own. Hello and welcome to today's Daily Blitz. In this video, we're going to explore an interesting change in the relationship between the US dollar and the gold price, or rather the lack of that relationship.
Right, so normally when the US dollar strengthens, when it gains value, because the US dollar is the global reserve asset, it's the global reserve currency, gold generally goes down. So if you take a look at this chart, this is simply the gold price overlaid with the US dollar index. So that's the dollar index being measured by the value of the dollar against all of the other major currencies of the world. And generally you can see that whenever the dollar has rallied, whenever the dollar index has increased, that gold has gone down. But interestingly, if you see at the very end of that chart throughout this year, that correlation no longer seems to occur. The dollar index is increasing, while at the same time, the gold price is also going up.
Another way of showing this is the correlation between the US dollar and the gold price. As you can see over the last few months, that has gone closer to zero, suggesting that the gold price and the US dollar are no longer inversely correlated, suggesting that this relationship we've just pointed out is breaking down. The US dollar and the gold price have both gone up, and that's very rare. It suggests that there's some sort of pressure in financial markets, which is making both the safe haven of the US dollar go up and the safe haven of gold go up.
So Nikolai, what exactly do you think this means? Because it's quite hard to really comprehend that a rising US dollar and a rising gold price, as it implies that gold must have a significant amount of force behind it to manage to rally at the same time. You can imagine if the dollar index fell now, the gold price would really go quite parabolic, right?
That's right, but it wouldn't for British investors because, of course, then the pound would soak up some of those gains. So this is a confusing sort of situation for most investors around the world, because of this weird situation where all commodities are valued in or priced in US dollars. But what it's really telling you about gold specifically is that there is this bid behind gold itself now. This isn't just about a falling US dollar, which has been sort of historically why gold has rallied. This is a real rally in the price of gold itself for its own unique reasons. The question is, what is it about gold that's making it go up now?
Well, it could be the coronavirus that spooked some investors and who are crowding into gold. It also may be fears of a recession, maybe a forward indicator that a great deal of inflation is on the way as well. Ultimately, nobody knows, but it's important to note that this is occurring because, as you can see from those charts, it is a very rare event, and it changes something that a lot of investors have come to rely on, that simply when the dollar goes up, everything else goes down. And that is no longer happening. But that sums up today's Daily Blitz. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell down below, and we'll see you in the next one.